I got tracks every day by they come to check my kitchen coop every day, but they've never got one because I got it. The wire like down and then laid out flat and then buried over it, and they can't get in. They've never gotten one, but they still check my kitchen coop every day. Yeah.
And
Right.
like a interesting fact, is it something?
Yeah. We'll see. I got. We got. Okay, yeah, just. I just like, it's been over a month, nothing's changed, and then you gotta keep it covered and keep it. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Thank you. All right.
Fire. Did you talk about
Well,
fire?
that's good.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, wait, actually, like, there's about.
No, it's you.
Just get away.
Okay, well, I was thinking maybe just pointing out maybe volunteer firefighter department, I don't know, try to think what else.
Yeah. Yeah, this.
Cause I don't know, a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
About Budweiser.
Yeah, that's a good one. Do that.
All right, it's 6 o'clock. If you'd all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call of the council, please.
Smith,
Here.
Anderson, absent, Arcano,
Here.
Burbank,
Here.
Ferguson,
Here.
Bender,
Here.
Green.
Here.
We have any agenda modification?
We excused Mackenzie.
Oh, yeah.
Motion to excuse Councilmember Anderson.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Right. And do we have any additions, deletions to the agenda this evening? Anybody? Okay.
Move to approve the agenda as presented. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? We have, I think, maybe not. Is he?
It doesn't look
I
like
don't
he's
see
here yet.
Anybody I don't recognize right off.
No, he called me today and said he would be here. So I
Okay,
said,
well-
you probably be on at like 6:05, so we might be like a minute early.
Okay, we can bump him down and
Okay.
we can get the public comments.
Oh,
and
we-
then-
Oh, she.
Does anybody have would anybody like to speak under public comment this evening?
Did anybody mark yes?
No, okay. And we'll have another opportunity at the end of the meeting to speak. I know we have a public hearing this evening too, so. And if it's Steve Hopkins
Oh,
from Murray.
Mayor Mackenzie has joined the meeting.
Oh, okay,
And
good.
the city attorney.
right. Mackenzie's here. Okay, no public comment. Get into committee reports. Oh, actually, wait.
For public comment?
Yeah. Would you like to speak?
During the public comment.
Yeah, or you can wait till the end, either or.
Public comment will be great.
Yeah, perfect. Come on up. You just in time.
All right, thank you. Sorry to be a little late. The Buckley Crawl is a little
Just give
coming
your-
from Enumclaw. So you, unfortunately for you folks, you're gonna be working here 2 weeks from now. But all you folks might be able to get over to Enumclaw at the Chalet Theater 2 weeks from tonight. So February 27th from 7 to 8 is a free presentation by Dr. Dan Clare. He's a family physician at the Enumclaw Medical Clinic of Virginia Mason, and he specializes in sleep medicine. And he's going to be putting on a program on what is good sleep, why is it important, and how can you get it? And it's part of the Habits for Happiness program. City Hall was great several years ago. We started this initiative back in 2016. The habits of being positive, being kind, being mindful, being active, and being grateful. Well, we've been studying over the last few years and sort of like, well, it's just the concept that sleep is so critical for mental wellness. So along with those 5 habits, we're adding a 6th habit to be more restful. And so it's good sleep hygiene and just what it's all about. So it's a free presentation, open to anybody who wants to come, 7 to 8. And we're gonna have an article in the paper next week. And so I'll give a bunch here for you folks to just get a sort of a sneak preview of it.
Mr.
And
Mayor,
and sorry that you guys are so duteous that you'll be meeting 2 weeks from tonight, so you might not make it, but you might have others who might be able to get there. And
I need his name.
I appreciate my name's Trip Hart. I'm an attorney. over
Okay,
here.
I'm sorry, what was the name again?
Trip Hart.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
That's
And
all right.
I'm coming from the SOHAP program, SOHAPP, the Science of Happiness and Positive Psychology. And their initiative, their practice is Habits for Happiness. And for the last, we've had a bunch of people that have been helping us over the years. And City Hall, you even had way back when we started in 17 and 18, you had positivity statements written on the windows here. Remember that? And acts of gratitude, and so it was nice to be part of it. And we made a bigger push on that side of the river, and it'd be nice to kind of come over here. I've made presentations to the White River Families First Coalition. I've done a couple programs for them. In fact, just a day or two ago with the White River Partnership, I brought it because we're working on behavioral health. And I brought that up to them as well. I'm part of that group. So folks, anybody who's interested, feel free to come.
Okay, and are you a Buckley resident?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, no, that's fine.
No, I live outside the city of
Okay,
Enid.
perfect.
I'm actually a King County resident outside the city. And I'll sign in, but thank you for letting me
Yep,
go.
you bet. Thank you. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, council members, staff. Thank you.
Mayor.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if the gentleman from Murray's may have arrived.
Yep, I
also.
think that's
Okay.
what, yep, thank you. Mr. Hopkins.
Actually.
He's a fill-in.
Oh, okay, no, that works too.
Well, all right. No, Stephen had another commitment
Okay.
that he had to attend to. So I am Brad Smith. I am the Assistant District Manager for Murray's Disposal. And here this evening to propose the carbon fee pass-through, if you will. So if you bear with me, I'll just kind of run through some high-level bullet points as far as what this encompasses, and then try and answer any questions you folks might have in regards. All right. So there's essentially three sections that this is composed of. So you have 80% of the Seattle, Tacoma, Bellevue CPI, or Consumer Price Index. So 80% of the CPI is the 3.83% increase. There's also the landfill tip fee increase. So that is increasing from 171.23 a ton to 174.84 a ton. And then the average increase for residents for the city of Buckley is a 4.69% increase. And then for the commercial customers, it is a 4.86% increase. And that's on a weekly average. And essentially, the impact is, or what's driving this, if you will, is the Washington's Climate Commitment Act, or the carbon fee pass-through. And based on the studies and the assessments that we've done, the carbon fee has added up to an average of 58 cents per gallon for the year 2023. So what this transpires to is a pass-through per residential customer of 19 cents per month. And then for commercial customers, depending on their level of service, it could be anywhere from 28 cents to $2.84 per month. All right. And how we're coming to this number is based off of our fuel usage. So Murray's on average uses 3,000 gallons of fuel per day. And what this adds up to financially is a $40,000 per month expense, or if you look at it on an annual basis, it's $480,000 per year in added expense as a result in this change in law. So having said all that, I just open it up to any questions you might have. I may be able to answer for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. And do we have any question? Anybody got any questions, comments, concerns?
Go.
Yeah.
It's totally plausible what we just heard based on what they did down in Olympia. We all know what we're paying per gallon. in our personal vehicles, and the vehicles used to pick up our refuge and our recycling have to be gassed up, and the tipping fees, they always change. And the per ton always changes, and I think it's clear as a bright blue sky what this Mr. Smith just said.
Mackenzie, have anything?
I don't think
She's,
so.
okay. We have one council member online
Okay.
joining us. Okay. All right, well, no other questions for, okay. Well, perfect. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for coming.
Thank
We
you. Appreciate the time.
All right, we'll get into committee reports. I'll start off with making my recommendations for committees and let's see. I guess and I'll do the liaisons as well, and then we can vote on it. That's all right. Okay. So I'm recommending the following council members be appointed to the following committees. Parks and Community Services will be Councilmember Green, Anderson, and Bender. Development Services, Utilities and Transportation Committee will consist of council members Arsano, Bender, and Smith. And Admin, Finance, and Public Safety will be council members Smith, Ferguson, and Burbank. Did I miss anybody? I think we got everybody. Okay. And I'm also recommending the following council members be appointed as liaisons to the following commissions. And of course, all this is subject to change if need be, but we're going to start out here. Citizens Advisory Commission will be council member Anderson. Citizens Advisory Commission, Senior Citizens Advisory Commission will be council member Bergerson and council member Bender as an alternate. Economic Development will be council member Smith and council member Arsano as alternate. Pierce County Regional Council will be council member Green and council member Burbank as an alternate. And last, Planning Commission, council member Arsano and council member Smith as an alternate. Mr. Green.
I think I'm also the alternate on
Oh.
the Citizens Advisory Commission.
Thank you. I didn't have
Yes,
that one.
yes, you are. Good, thank you.
Unless you change your mind.
No, I might have ran out of room then. Okay, so if that's all right with everybody, I'll ask for a motion and to approve that.
Move to approve the committee appointments and liaison appointments.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Okay. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you, council. All right. Council member comments and go to the order. Anybody have anything? Burning? Nothing this evening, it's good, oh,
Just a happy birthday to the city administrator.
oh. Good today? Right?
It was last Friday, yes. Happy birthday. Thank you. She's an old pro at this age.
Okay, anything else? Okay. All right, consent agenda.
All right, on tonight's consent agenda is the bid award for the Bevlo Street Improvement Project and engineering services proposal for construction management for Bevlo Street Improvement Project. A bid award for the Foothills Trail Crossing at Main Street Project. A consultant supplemental agreement 1 for construction phase of Foothills Trail Crossing at Main Street Project. And approval of the minutes from the October 17th, 2023 study session, November 7th, 2023 study session, and November 21st, 2023 special study session, and claims and payroll.
Move to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carries.
Right, into the regular agenda. We'll start with a public hearing and we'll recess the city council meeting at 6:13. And we don't have to put a time on this, do we? Like, that's just.
No, yeah.
Okay. And yeah, so 6:13, and we'll enter into the public hearing for the ordinance that authorizes the city to impose and concurrently impose of 0.1 sales and use tax.
No, you're fine.
And is Sandy here?
She's,
Oh, online.
yep, she's on Zoom. I think. Is she on Zoom?
Sandy?
If you have any questions, yes.
Sandy, if you can hear us, I guess you have a presentation.
I have to promote her to.
Oh, gotcha.
Sorry, I was not able, now that I am a panelist, I can unmute. No, I do not have any presentation tonight, Mayor, but I am available for any questions.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right, does anybody have any questions? We've got public hearing. Would anybody like to speak on the sales and use tax? Okay. Is there a time we need to leave it open for, just to make sure everybody's, okay. All right, well, if nobody wishes to speak, we
there
will.
anyone?
Oh,
Nobody has their hand raised.
Okay. Okay. If anybody online would like to raise their hand, we'll give you about 30 seconds and.
The only person is our city attorney. I don't know if he's speaking on this.
Okay. All right, it is 6:15 and we will close the public hearing and re-enter the Buckley City Council meeting at 6:15.
The next item on the agenda is an ordinance. It will be ordinance number 01-24, amending Buckley Municipal Code 3.50.010 and 3.50.050 related to impact fees for White River School District.
Move to approve ordinance number 01-24, amending section 3.50.010 and 3.50.050 of the Buckley Municipal Code related to White River School District impact fees.
Second.
Right, any discussion, questions, comments, concerns? All right, this will be a roll call vote.
Smith,
Aye.
Anderson. Anderson's wondering if she needs to retract herself from voting because she works for the school district. So I would say we should probably have her, or did
No.
Phil say she didn't have to?
No need to retract.
Okay.
The fees have already been set.
Perfect.
Aye.
Arcano,
Aye.
Burbank,
Yes.
Ferguson,
Aye.
Bender,
Yes.
Green.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is another ordinance, ordinance number 02-24, amending the Buckley Transportation Benefit District to establish a 0.1% sales and use tax as authorized by RCW 36.73.040 and RCW 82.14.0455.
Move to approve ordinance 02-24 to establish a 0.1% sales and use tax.
Second.
Okay, and Administrator Brunel will have. If you have any questions or concerns or Connie.
Now, it's a sales tax in addition to vehicle registration fees.
Correct.
So the tabs are going
Yeah.
up again.
Tabs will not increase. The tab fee will maintain what it has already been.
This is just you get a new vehicle and have it registered.
Councilmember Bender, can you put the?
Oh, I'm sorry.
We didn't propose any change to the tab fee. What this does is also impose a sales and use tax fee, which will be deposited into the TBD, which can be used for street operations. So what we've seen is that the revenue generated from that fund has stayed consistent at best, if not gone down, likely because there's fewer vehicles registered in this area or individuals are choosing to forego vehicle registration. Despite that, we're continuing to see costs increase for streets, maintenance and operations. So this will go towards streetlights, street painting and that such. Without this additional revenue, which was part of the budget this last year and approved as part of the budget, we would need to subsidize the streets fund with general operating, or the general fund.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
Comment.
Comment.
And I would say again, once again, out of Olympia, they pass crazy laws, and when you do not have to pull over for the police because your tabs are out, city administrator said it differently. They are not, some people are not going to register their cars. Why would they? And even though we're in that little ring of good fire where you don't have to pay the RTA tax, but that is a real thing. People are like, why? Criminals can do whatever they want. Why should I comply? Anyway, that's it.
All right. Anybody else before we vote? Okay. Roll call vote again.
Green,
Aye.
Bender,
Yes.
Ferguson,
Yes.
Burbank,
Aye.
Arcano,
Aye.
Anderson,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
motion carries. Next item on the agenda is a resolution number 24-01, amending the city taxes, rates and fees schedule, revision number 1.
Move to approve resolution number 24-01, amending the 2024 city taxes, rates and fee schedule revision number 1.
Second.
And discussion? Questions, comments, concerns? No? Okay. Can't see we have her. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carries. The next item is resolution number 24-02, amending the Buckley Personnel Policy and Administrative Procedures Manual, section 6.06, sick leave.
Move to approve resolution 24-02 to amending the Buckley Personnel Policy Administrative Procedures Manual, section 6.06, sick leave.
Second.
Any questions, comments, concerns? Everybody saw it in their packet. Anything? Any question? No concerns? Nothing from Mackenzie. Okay. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carries. The next item is the adoption of the Parks, Recreation and Open Spaces or PROS plan.
Move to approve the adoption of the Parks, Recreation and Open Space Pros Plan.
Second.
All right, and Connie, yes.
I got a couple questions on this. No, these are just, we would like to have it done, not, would it have to come back to a council, say like the water feature to be okayed? None of this is if we say yes, just, well, you okayed it, so it's just gonna go through, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So nothing will be constructed or built without additional council review and
Okay.
approval.
The other thing is the trail they want put through Collins.
Mhm.
Why are we messing with the DSHS land again? It's not ours. And I know we have, what, a
Mhm.
30-year lease with them, but they can change their mind at any time. And then we either got to tear up the trail or give it to them.
The portion that is the trail primarily is owned by the city. What
Mhm.
we would have to use the DSHS land for would be the access point. And that it was an option that was brought to council, I think it was late last year, because there had been a different plan for that area. And so we brought some different alternatives. But again, if council chose not to move forward with that, we this is not a document that binds us to future projects. It's a list of projects for us to potentially acquire grant funding for and then bring back before council to construct. So the reason would be because council gave direction to staff to choose this as an alternative to the prior plan. And I believe that Trails was one of the highest, if not the highest trail expansion of the survey results. And this is just a pathway to be able to do that.
So how big of a trail will have to come through there?
I am not sure off the top of my head.
Thank you.
I don't think we've gone into that level of detail for the planning.
Okay.
Yeah, I do remember there's a peninsula kind of out
Mhm.
there towards the river to the east, northeast. And that's where our portion, if we're going after grant funding, and then I don't know about the parking lot or what that would look like, what that connection to Collins would be, but yeah, this is just for that section.
It's just a
there.
little section, not
Yeah.
a big, okay.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Brandon.
Just want to give a huge shout out to Director Snodgrass for all the hard work she put into this. It's incredible work.
Great. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Mackenzie? All right. And this is a regular, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
All right. Thank you, council. Staff reports.
I have nothing tonight, Mayor.
Okay. All right, we're back to public comment. Yes, please.
Hi, Megan Rhodes. Just a couple quick things. I sent an email to Courtney and Aaron thanking them, but I just wanted to thank the council as well. I have supported Janet Cote who organizes the community soup suppers. And being able to be back in this building was wonderful. We had, the middle school was very generous in allowing the soup suppers to happen there. It was just difficult. It was kind of a long walk from the parking lot for some people. And attendance had dwindled down. And the soup night that we had last week, there was rough count 70 people here. So very cool. And from little children to older people. I don't want to use the word elderly. So second thing I want to talk about really quick, this is just a personal passion thing. I talked to you last time I was here about the youth forums. Your son was in my group that I was working with. But one of the things that the students talked about was garbage. The amount of trash that just is everywhere. And we all know it. Friends of the Carbon Canyon goes every quarter and pulls out truckloads of trash and cars. So one of the things that I have been thinking about is, and it was very timely that Murray's was here talking about that. For some people, the cost of paying to have their trash picked up is a barrier, and that's just a reality. And I have been using every opportunity I have to talk to people at the state level that I think that they need to consider subsidizing garbage for people. It seems to me that would be less expensive than the amount of money that they spend having to send people out to pick up trash off the roads. So I'm just throwing that out there. If you have the opportunity to put that bug in someone's ear, I would appreciate it. I think we all would like to see our roadways clean. We'd like to be able to go out in the woods and not step over garbage. So there's that. One final, this is just a personal comment for you. Most of us who are law abiding do not look at what criminals do and think that we should emulate that. That's why we're not criminals.
In Pierce County, correct? Resident?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Yep, thanks, Megan.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other public comment? Okay. All right, well, with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Oh, I didn't hit the second, sorry. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you making it. I'm on vacation. Yeah, so-
Oh my God.
Yeah. There was only one.
Going to the committee.
Nothing, yeah, nothing.